This programme is actually the first of a new series of business boot camps, of which there's a whole host focused on different business sectors happening across London. It's supported by the Royal Bank of Scotland and the Open Innovation Network, as well as a whole host of other partners, including the Mayor of London and other people that are making this series possible. The focus of the Ravensbourne Bootcamp is specifically on future media, and importantly the funding of future media, the challenges and the new opportunities that all different types of producers of content today face. So it's not about just television anymore, it's not just about film anymore, it's not just about digital media interactive experience anymore, but more of a convergence across these different disciplines and these different sectors. And the purpose really of the Ravensbourne Bootcamp is to help you understand that changing ecology, if you like, of funding media, what the new opportunities are, and hopefully set you a little way ahead of some of your competitors and give you every opportunity to go forward and really make your businesses succeed.
We're going to have a series of presentations, and hopefully what they're going to show you are the sort of things that you can do, you can make, you can say, and you can show that will help you get your projects funded in the future by exploiting the new landscape which has been created by digital. So really about being as creative in the way that you approach your business as you are in the way you come up with your new content. You've got three different things going on at once. New distribution models, new development models, and new monetization models all happening simultaneously.
A business is basically defined by how the money comes in and how the money goes out. It is about how the money changes hands. But the kind of thing about business models is they're very specific. There is no one-size-fits-all business model.
Probably the most kind of important decision we're making in Channel 4 in multi-platform commissioning is really trying to find people who've got experience of delivering at scale, because the numbers we talk about around shows like £1 Million Drop or 7 Days or Skins or Misfits are huge, and frankly very few people in the online space have experience of dealing with those kinds of spikes of attention.
It's sometimes more difficult making branded content that needs to go across the world, because territories are so different that what works here doesn't necessarily work in China or Japan. So we're always trying to find shows that will resonate across the world.
Because the technology is so simple, the same stuff applies to when you guys are making a TV show or when you do an ad campaign. Content is king, and idea is king, and that will always ring through.
Anyone who's offering you a revenue share is stealing your footage on a promise that we're going to pay you tomorrow.
So we had to make a show that would normally cost at least 800k. We made a 75-minute film for a third of that.
2 million, just over 2 million views a day, 97,000 an hour, 1,600 views a minute, or 27 views a second. And to put that in perspective, we think, like the Facebook stat, if we were a television company, you will have heard about us because we'd be bigger than iPlayer.
Does anyone know anyone who's really making money from advertising on the internet? Apart from Microsoft and Google.
What I think is really important for large companies in particular, but also small companies, is to really understand what digital is all about. And you can get that from market research and understanding audiences. You can do lots of skills training, and this is all part of that. But I think the biggest things in these bigger companies is the culture change that they need to go through.
If you're building a show with contributors, either celebrities and talent or the public, the talk of doom that you normally give them in the production process is changing quite a lot.
So the ecosystem is, you imagine there's huge demand from corporates to try and find ways into this new world. These guys understand that dialogue better than anybody else. So on one side, the new world, and the other side, the corporate need.
Nowadays we're having to tell people, people will go and find you on Twitter or Facebook and slag you off. So there are all sorts of duty of care issues around contributors and talent, which frankly wasn't an issue even 2 or 3 years ago.
What were once traditional TV production companies will increasingly begin to see themselves as 21st century media asset exploitation companies. They'll still produce content for TV, but it'll be about exploiting those assets across different platforms with different partners.